Either God here coming to you live and direct with another video. And in this video, I want to talk about death and transformation. I was watching this movie called BLOODSHOT. Long story short, I was having a conversation with somebody on Instagram about death and transformation, right? And I was telling him that they basically reprogrammed us on how we go about death, right, and transformation. And let me elaborate, okay? These are my thoughts on death and transformation. You know how we cry when somebody dies or passes on? I think that we're supposed to be happy that people pass on and move on, but because of the situation that we're all in, the fact that they don't reprogrammed us to think about death in a certain way, like to mourn and, be sad and stuff like that. Like peep game. I feel like, side note, I want to add in, using CPR or, like when you're in the hospital and they use those defibrillators to bring you back, they be like, clear, poof. And they bring you back. That's cheating death, because the soul gets ready to leave the body, right? But because they know how to bring you back, they use that electricity, that defibrillator, to stop your soul from moving on to the next level in this game, So that's basically cheating death. I understand that a lot of people don't want to see a loved one leave, right? But you got to think, they basically reprogrammed our minds to see death a certain way, to be sad about death. To me, I feel like we're supposed to be happy that people get to move on to the next level. To me, death represents graduating. It represents moving on to the next level. And that's where you get the celebration and stuff like that from. When people move on, pass on, transform, because death is really an illusion, but it's a reason why they make us wear black at funerals. I don't know the exact reason, but I know it is a reason. They know, but we don't know. So yeah, I feel like we're supposed to be happy when somebody moves on. It depends on the circumstance. Of course, like some people get murdered real bad or something like that. Some people have heart attacks and all that. I understand that. But most of those situations I feel like is because of, how the world is set up right now. Like example, people having heart attacks over stress. What causes the stress? Bills, stuff like that, which shouldn't even exist. But that's besides the point, So, yeah. Death to me represents graduating, moving on, walking across the stage, moving to a higher level. That's all death is. It's transformation. Like a caterpillar, they go into a cocoon state, they come out as a butterfly. They graduated, And what do you do when you graduate? You celebrate. You throw your little cube up in the sky, like they program us to do. And woohoo, he made it, she made it, But now they got it where we cry and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with crying or whatever. But I'm just saying, sharing my thoughts on it. I also advise y'all to watch this movie Bloodshot, because this what made me think of that. In this movie Bloodshot, spoiler alert, Bloodshot was being cheated. He was a soldier who died, and this guy, he reprogrammed his mind by injecting him with something called nanites. If I'm not mistaken, you might want to watch the movie for yourself and give your own perspective. This is my perspective. Long story short, this white dude who had a mechanical arm, he represents Elon Musk or either Bill Gates. Both of them, by way of technology. They masters at technology and sorcery. So yeah, they basically kept wiping Vin Diesel's memory, and they kept reprogramming his mind, so he would basically repeat stuff, repeat the lie that they were programming him to live, basically. So excuse me. So yeah, they kept reprogramming his mind. They injected some nanites, which is artificial blood that they created. So if he got punched or shot or anything like that, his body would regenerate. His the nanites would regenerate the blood. You know, the nanites were the artificial version of the blood that they created, you know, by way of technology. You know, but the thing is, we already have cell regeneration naturally. They created an artificial version of it, with the nanites, which I think this COVID vaccine is about. It's just a certain stage of it, you know. So yeah, these are my thoughts. You know, you can, you know. So yeah, another thing I want to put out there. Notice how when they always experimenting on us, notice how we're always laying down in a lab or in a bed. You know, when you're in a hospital, you're in a bed, you got tubes tied up to you, hooked up to you. You got monitors next to you, all types of stuff monitoring your you know, your heart rate and all that type of stuff, right? Even in the movie Frankenstein, he was laying on the bed. The dude said, "It's alive," you know, the classic. You know, he was on the flatbed. When you so-called abducted by aliens in these movies, where you at? In a ship and in a bed, in a lab, being worked on. They even showed this scene in Jupiter Ascending movie. You just type in hospital scene and you'll see the doctor standing around the girl experimenting on her. You know, I even rapped about that. It's a song I made called Can't Take No Vaccination. You know. So yeah, those just my thoughts that I wanted to bring to everybody's attention. You know. So yeah. With that being said, that's pretty much all that I have right now. So, Either God signing out. Thank y'all for listening. Share the message. Peace.